Beatin the House is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. Experience a new way to play daily fantasy sports and esports on Thrive Fantasy. Choose your lineup of over-unders for top-tier athletes that have the biggest impact on the game. The more points the selection is worth, the riskier it is. Rack up the most points and win a share of the prize pool. Thrive Fantasy has contests for traditional sports including the NFL, NBA, MLB, and the PGA, as well as esport titles like Counter-Strike, League of Legends, and Valorant. Visit the prop lobby and build your entry of 2, 3, or 4-player predictions. Choose correctly and you could win big. Sign up with Thrive Fantasy today with promo code PIKE, and Thrive Fantasy will match your first deposit of $25 or more up to $250. That's promo code PIKE for a first deposit match up to $250. Come and prop up today with Thrive Fantasy. Terms and conditions apply. Must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beatin the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to crisscross the country, North America, sometimes the world, talking about some of the biggest jackpots in the casino and lottery industry. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep them coming in. We love hearing from everybody out there in the gaming community. Let us hear your big wins, and we'll be talking about it on this show.
By the way, when we were talking about jackpots, we were in Atlantic City last weekend, and we were in the Hard Rock, and they have one of their digital bulletin boards and showing everyone who won their jackpots over the week and over the month. It was really great. It's Hard Rock, so they're posing with a guitar, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they have a prop that they give everybody.
Yeah, it's a guitar, so they you hold the guitar, and I don't know if there was like the big check. I think it's the guitar that they.
I think it's the guitar
hold.
that they hold.
So,
yeah.
But no, they had it right in. If anyone who's been to Atlantic City and to the Hard Rock, it's right next to their escalator, right upstairs. They have the board right next to their reward center, or where you get
called
your
the
cards.
Wild Card Rewards.
Yes.
Wild Card Reward Center. It's right next to the one entrance. If you're looking straight at it, it's to the left is the escalator going down with the big.
No, I think it was
video size.
Yeah,
video
I think it was pretty cool that they show that for all their jackpot winners.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a lot more celebrations for jackpots of all sizes, not just $100,000 or more. And if we were able to do a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week show on jackpots, we'd have
the Jackpot Channel.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. So.
But no, it's great to see everybody celebrating the wins.
Yeah, no, it's great.
This week, we're going to be starting off with a pair of jackpots at the Cromwell.
Oh, okay, the Cromwell.
Out in Las Vegas, Nevada.
We had that one time before.
We've had several of them.
Yeah,
the Cromwell.
I always like that name.
Cromwell?
Yeah, it sounds
regal.
It's
kind
English.
Of thing. Yeah.
Very proper.
These are two table games. We've got a guy, Tony Bright. That's his name. That was in the press release.
Good.
Visiting Las Vegas from Dana Point, California. This is an amazing story. Playing face-up Pai-Gow poker, 30 minutes of playing, and he won $1.1 million.
Wow. You know what makes these stories great is the length of time that they play. Yeah, the shorter the better. It makes a better story when they're playing really short like this guy, a half hour.
Yep.
And the amount they bet. If it's a small amount they bet and they win huge, that's always makes it a great story.
Well, every so often we do come across stories where the person sits down. It's either their first time at the table or right on the first hand.
Yeah, no, those are great stories.
This was a second hand. Yeah. The second hand of Pai-Gow poker, 30 minutes. He was there to go to the Raiders-Jets game. And
saw a lot of Raiders Jets on social media. I think I saw who's the you're a Jets fan. Who was the
Fireman Ed?
Fireman Ed. Yeah, I saw him in Circa.
Yeah. Oh no, he had quite a crowd around him.
Good for him.
But he
too bad the Jets didn't come through.
No, that was not a good night. Well, for Tony, it was a great night, $1.1 million.
Yeah.
Yes. But again, he was there for the game, and he was there on Sunday. Then 4 days later, we've got a 7-figure jackpot won at the Cromwell.
Wow.
Yep, another guest leaving the property with more than $500,000, $505,610. Mega progressive jackpot playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em.
Wow. Okay. Good.
So the Cromwell was paying out.
Yeah. Boy, what a good weekend.
Yeah. So Sunday, then we have 4 days later from that. So Two big jackpots, and we're not done with Sunday night, by the way, or Sunday morning, I should say. Over across the street at the same time Tony was winning.
Okay, at the
At
same time.
Caesar's Palace.
Meanwhile, at Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, we should have like a little Caesar's logo, like the old Batman thing. We have a Caesar's Reward member who chose to remain anonymous at 1:37 a.m.
Okay.
Totaling, he had a jackpot for $405,000 on a slot machine.
Wow.
They didn't release the name of the slot machine, but
So we don't know who won it. We don't know what they won it on, but we know the amount, $405,000.
He won two things.
Oh, okay.
$105,000 the first shot.
Oh my goodness.
$300,000 the next shot. $405,000.
Oh, so this was
two
a total.
slots.
2 slot jackpots.
One guy, 2 slots.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The first one was at 1:37 a.m.
Wait, 1:30.
Then 2:37. He's still playing.
Wow.
Hour later. Almost exactly an hour later.
Why not? It's you're playing with house money.
Yes.
You're literally playing with house money.
So we have on one side of the street $1.1 million. On the other side of the street $405,000.
Wow.
All at the same time. So
very impressive.
yeah, good Sunday night, or good Saturday night, good Sunday morning, however you want to phrase that.
I'm going to be very interested and see the numbers coming out of this weekend. When we're filming this when the F1 Las Vegas is, and I know they're having a lot of people in town. I think we were actually invited to a couple parties. Some PR firms were sending us invitations.
A couple
to parties.
F1 parties, yeah.
But no, we're still here in Jersey. But no, I'd be very curious to see. There's a lot of people going into Vegas. I'd be curious to see how many jackpots are hit that weekend because the population is going to swell a little bit.
Well, I actually had a chance to see a video released by F1 of the pace car or the emergency car, whatever you want to call it, going around the track at around 2 a.m. in the morning when it was pitch black. Mm-hmm. And boy, does that track look beautiful.
Well, technically, do you call it a track?
It's called a track.
For an F1, it's a track. It's actually the city streets.
Well, for a Grand Prix, it's a track.
It's a track, okay.
Yeah, Grand Prix go through city streets.
I don't know the lingo. I know it's,
hey,
they're city streets. It's not an actual track going around. It's city streets.
I have to admit, I'm very hopeful that this works out because between all the hype, there's also a whole other side of groups that are just pissed off about it. And that goes hand in hand with this kind of stuff.
Las Vegas is a city, and people, work there. The kids go to school there, so I'm sure it's not an easy place to get around this weekend or last weekend or whenever the F1 was, hopefully it brings in a lot of money to the city. Yep. Hopefully everyone has a good time because it is kind of a burden on people who actually live there and have to work there or go to school there. So,
if you're not there for the event, and you have to deal with the day-to-day outside of the event, that's where everything comes in.
It becomes challenging.
Yes.
I'm using words that aren't inflammatory. They were challenging. You have to live with it. And
you're not using negative words.
No. Look,
but
because hopefully it's a big event. Hopefully the city benefits from it. Hopefully the citizens of the city benefit from it, and they think it's worth it that they have to do this for a couple days. So hopefully everyone enjoyed themselves.
Well, actually, right before we started taping, BetMGM came out with a press release.
Okay,
they are anticipating a historic handle for this event.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, absolutely.
Sports betting is going to
certainly a betting event.
Yes.
It's so like I said, there's a lot of. Yeah, I guess I should throw some cash down on this thing. I didn't even think of it.
BetMGM does have a lot of Formula One things.
Yeah, why did I not think of this? Okay.
I should qualify it. The press release came out with that big statement expecting historic handle.
Yeah.
You read the press release, it's a historic handle for a Formula event.
Okay.
So it's not going to be one of their big time sporting events, but it's going to be it could be their highest level of handle for a Formula event.
Whenever I want to bet on something, I have to look up, I read about, the different racers and what they're doing and how they're doing in the different races that they do. So I get some kind of trend that I can bet on. So see, now I have to do that now. I didn't even think of it. I honestly didn't think of betting on the F1. I just thought it was a great event for Las Vegas.
Well, I have to admit, when they did the Miami Grand Prix, I didn't hear too much about the betting side of it. I'm hearing a lot more about the betting. I guess it's because it's in Vegas. Yeah.
Vegas.
Speaking of sports bets, we have 2 sports bets to talk about. We did 2 last week as well. We got 2 this week. We got Hard Rock Bet. We actually had a Hard Rock Bet last week.
Oh, okay.
We
were in Hard Rock last week.
Yes.
So.
We have a $500,000 4-leg single game parlay.
My goodness.
On the Houston Texans game.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Devin Singletary over 51.5 rushing yards. Singletary anytime TD. The over 45.5 and the Texans money line.
Wow.
So, first of all,
wow. Okay. How much did that win? 500,000.
500,000 cash, $5.5 million.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
wow.
the bettors are really hitting Hard Rock Bet hard as soon as it launched.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we also have, since we had just the recent launch of ESPN Bet, I thought we'd put this into the jackpot listing. The very first bet on ESPN Bet.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Did they have like a ceremony kind of thing? Because every
No,
time
it wasn't a huge bet.
Oh, okay. All right.
$5 wager on Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama. I have trouble saying
Wembanyama.
to
Yes.
combine for over 19.5 rebounds.
A generational
Yes.
talent, Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
So you'll be saying his name a lot.
I was actually saying his name during Halloween
Wembanyama.
because he dressed up as Slender Man, and he looked really, really good
okay.
in that costume. But 19.5 rebounds for Holmgren and Wembanyama.
Okay.
At the Thunder Spurs game, a hit paid off at plus 175. $5 wager plus 175.
It's not a lot.
No,
Not a lot of
it
money.
was a good bet because they blew by that number.
Yeah.
They blew by that number. So
See, it's a responsible bet. You know, you didn't win a lot of money.
I think it might have been one of the free bets that you get for signing up, because I know when you sign up for ESPN Bet, they give you a bunch of bonus.
So what?
bets.
What do you win? Like $20 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. So $5 wager on a plus 175 is not a huge number, but it was the very first. It's a historic number.
Yeah, makes it fun.
Yes,
makes it a little interesting.
Although
money on the game.
I'm waiting to see when the first big bet hits for ESPN Bet. No, they have not announced any of their bets yet.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, they had one on TV. Mike Greenberg on his show Get Up.
Okay.
He had a Greeny promo.
Well, look, we're
Greeny parlay, I should say.
Yeah, they're all doing that now.
Yeah.
So it's
That they had to repay, avoided it because of Burrow's injury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Burrow
let me tell you something. While we're recording this, we have yet to have the first weekend of college football and NFL football for ESPN Bet. So they might have a big winner coming up. So
yes.
as we speak, they may be reporting a big winner.
Well, we'll see what happens,
ESPN.
but I'm anticipating to see a lot more promotion of what the bet sizes are coming up. I don't think anyone's going to be talking about like the size that Hard Rock Bet are getting. So, but no, it was good to see first bet. They still are number one in the App Store as we're recording this.
I have not yet tried it, so maybe I'll download it, and maybe like I said, as we speak, it's going into the weekend, so I'm very curious to see how what it is. I haven't seen the layout yet. I'm a stickler for a layout. I need to make it. It has to be user friendly. It has to be simple to read. I have to find out where all the numbers are. I shouldn't, like I always joke around. It shouldn't look like the the screen at NASA with all the numbers flicking by. I want something nice and that I can follow along, user friendly.
I wonder if the screen is mint green.
I don't know.
The logo.
I should really download it and put
every review I've read of it so far, they're all comparing it to the Score Bet because it's on the same stack.
Well,
I've never been on the Score Bet. So.
I've never bet on the Score Bet. So
No,
I have the Score app. I check my all the scores and all the stats on my Score app, but I don't have Score Bet.
No, I've never been to Score Bet. I also never went to Barstool Sportsbook either. But everyone seems to like what ESPN Bet looks like and feels like and moves. So maybe they got something.
Okay.
I still don't know how much of a market share they're going to get.
I'll give my review next week. Yeah. I'll get on it. I'll log on. I'll put some money in the account and I'll play a little bit. And I'll do my review.
I'm actually more curious to see how well this integrates into ESPN broadcasts and all that stuff.
I've seen it all over ESPN. Yeah. I'll tell you that. So.
I have to admit, the ESPN. I think I said this in one of our other shows. The ESPN Bet live set looks really good. It's virtual, with the commentators in front of it. But ESPN Bet
saw
Live,
I
it looks
saw
really
the one
good.
show.
It used to be Daily Wager.
So Daily Wager is no more?
It's called ESPN Bet Live.
Yeah, I was asking and I was wondering if that will be in the same studio, because I'm not sure if ESPN Bet is in Nevada, or would it make sense for them to be in Nevada and with ESPN not in Nevada? I'm not sure if ESPN is in ESPN Bet.
ESPN Bet, I don't believe
Nevada.
that's one of their states.
Okay.
But Daily Wager used to be filmed at the Link.
Okay. So I'm very curious if they're going to keep that set, or if they're going to keep the people in Las Vegas, or they're going to move them to Connecticut or New York, or however they do it. So,
Well, it's kind of interesting because it's a virtual set. So as I know, some of them were East Coasters, and they were at the desk instead of on the computer screen.
Like I
So-
said, I just don't know how that's
Yeah.
going to work out, or if they're going to keep that set for Daily Wager, which
hope
I
they do.
thought
I hope
was
they
a
do.
nice set.
I hope they do.
I always
they do.
love those set. I like the set for that one. I like the set on Beatin because I like looking at the background.
Well,
and
that's actually a
they're-
live set.
They're in
yeah.
Circa.
Yeah.
They're in. They used to be South Point.
South Point's got their own studios
think-
now. They're
yeah.
off of. They're not with Visa anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they're in South.
They actually have their
anymore.
own show, by the way. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
All right.
that's actually pretty good. But no, the ESPN Bet's a studio show. It's not in a location right now anyway. So, but it's a virtual background,
Okay.
which is okay. We got a couple lottery stories to hit after our huge tangent into the ESPN Bet world. Couple Virginia lottery ones. We've got Alexander P., who, according to lottery officials, told them he wasn't planning to play the lottery the day he won.
Oh, okay.
He just happened to be at the Safeway, supermarket, and he walked past the Virginia lottery machine, made a
What do you mean,
decision.
like a kiosk?
A kiosk.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
one of the vending machines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know what
yeah.
you're talking about. All right.
He decided to go ahead and play. He bought a few tickets. Then he got the scratcher, which is a brand new game, by the way, the $326 million fortune ticket.
Okay.
By the way, top prize is not $326 million.
I was going to ask.
No.
Wow. Okay.
The top prize was won by Alexander here. He actually decided to play the game. He scratched one of them, showed the ticket to the store manager, and the manager immediately told him to sign the ticket without telling him anything else. He told him to sign the ticket.
Okay.
Found out he won the top prize of $5 million.
Wow. That's impressive.
Coming out of Safeway.
Wow. Okay, and he wasn't going to play that day too. Huh?
No.
Go with your impulses, people.
Well,
You have
that's why they
you
put
have
him
a
in those places.
feeling, and maybe I should get a lottery. Hey, wait, it's only $1, maybe $2, maybe $5. Yeah, you got that feeling for a reason. You might as well go with it. You know?
Well, think about it. They actually put those machines in the right places.
Well, yeah, it's an impulse buy.
Yeah, you're walking out, you
Sure.
see it, take it. Then we have a man by the name of Carlos who won the lottery because he was waiting for a sandwich.
Oh, okay.
He went into Lee's Sandwiches in Falls Church, Virginia, ordered his chicken sandwich and coffee, and while he was waiting, decided, there's a Virginia lottery machine, another one.
Wow.
And he
okay.
bought his ticket. And he actually won $1 million in that night's drawing.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, good. It's the best chicken sandwich he ever had in his life.
Yes, but it could have been even better
Why?
because he matched the five numbers for the 16, 34, 46, 55, and 67. The Powerball number was 14.
Okay.
He had 14.
All right.
He took it. He changed his mind and went to a different number.
Oh
he
my
had
God.
he had the entire jackpot
Wow.
for the Powerball. This was a manual ticket. He was
Jeez.
doing it. He
Oh,
filled it
wow.
out.
I don't want to call him unlucky because he won $1 million,
He won $1 million, yeah.
but my goodness,
Yes.
follow your instincts, but
Yes.
don't take it too far. I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
Go with
I don't
your
even
first
know.
instinct. Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
you
just
know, he had
Oh.
the jackpot. He changed it from
so
14
wait a minute.
to
He
19.
had all the numbers and the Powerball.
He had the 5 plus the Powerball.
But then he decided, no, I like the 5 numbers. I'm going to change the Powerball.
right from 14 to 19.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
So
all right.
again, that chicken sandwich tasted great until he realized I could have had an even bigger
But
jackpot.
you hate to think like that because he won $1 million, and I know a lot of gamblers think that way. You know, I
know.
I won this parlay and I put $5 on it. Gee, just think if I put $100 on it, stuff like that. But hey, you got to be happy with the $1 million.
Yes.
Boy.
Yes.
But my goodness. Oh well, he's got a good story at least. Boy.
I don't know how often he likes telling it, but
God.
I could have been a lot richer than this.
Wow.
But
That's rough.
But you know what? Again, it says something about filling out these tickets too.
Yeah.
Some people do better when you fill out the ticket. Some people do better with the quick picks.
Yeah, I don't fill out my own numbers.
I haven't done that in years. I should.
Yeah.
The last two stories, we've got a North Carolina lottery story.
All right.
Brand new game. It was a $5 scratch off. The Power Cashword game. And according to the North Carolina Education Lottery, they weren't expecting this to happen so quickly. First day it came out, guy hit the top prize of $150,000.
Wow, first day, huh?
First day for the ticket. For the game, I guess you can say.
Didn't we have another lottery story that someone won on the first day of a game and they picked the third ticket ever drawn or the fourth ticket ever drawn?
Yeah, it was the California lottery.
Or they picked the third ticket, but the fourth ticket was the winner kind of thing.
And they always remember that, so they always got the extra ticket after that.
Maybe it's something about, new lottery games. Pick one of the first couple of tickets coming out.
Yeah, I just
maybe I ought to try that.
I wonder how different lottery states do this, because some of them have them on the roll, some of them have a stack. I don't know.
Well, anytime there's like you call them scratchers, I always see them in the store. They're behind, and someone pulls them off, and they're like a roll of them.
Well, have you noticed they don't use the names of the lottery games anymore? They just say, "Give me number this, number that."
Oh yeah. Yes. No, they're all numbers.
Because some of them are just, the names are long too.
I saw one the other day for $50. I didn't buy it, but $50 for a scratcher.
Well,
that's just,
20 and 30 is becoming the norm now for the scratchers.
Too rich for my blood.
Well, they're now bigger prizes too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, of course they are, because it's $50. But but still, you pay $50, you scratch it in 1 second.
Yes.
1 second later, you just realize you just spent $50.
Yeah, that's true.
In a matter of 2 seconds.
So. I wonder how many times somebody's come in. I want 5 of the $50 tickets.
No,
something like that.
I don't know.
We're going to end up with a historic win here.
Oh, okay, good.
New Mexico Lottery. I don't think we've ever had the New Mexico Lottery on the show before, but it's not really the New Mexico Lottery that made history. It's the game Lotto America. Lotto America is a national lottery game that's carried by most of the lottery commissions out there in all different states.
Yep.
No one from New Mexico has ever won the Lotto America.
Okay, all right.
So we now have the first New Mexican, I guess that's the way to phrase it, an Albuquerque man, winning $3.52 million on the Lotto America jackpot.
Wow.
First New Mexico lottery player to ever win this jackpot.
Wow, congratulations.
Yep. He matched the 5 white ball numbers and the star ball.
Okay.
I guess they got to come up with better names for this extra ball, but star ball number. So he purchases his ticket at a Speedway gas station.
Okay.
And, it was the only winning ticket for that draw.
Wow, good.
So he didn't have to share the jackpot with anybody.
Good for him.
Yeah. So, and it was just $1.
So, wow, that's
one of the last games that's just $1.
Really, $1?
Yes.
A national game that's $1. I did not know that.
Yes.
I didn't know they. I know here in New Jersey they have the Lotto 5 thing. That's $1.
But New Jersey does not have this game.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the few states that doesn't carry Lotto America.
All right. Well.
So, but
but it's $1, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
And he bought all 3 of the big games. He bought the Powerball, the Mega Millions, and Lotto America. Played the exact same numbers on all 3 games, but only the Lotto America one hit.
Wow, good for him.
So historic win for Lotto America. Congratulations to Neil from Albuquerque, New Mexico. That was his name.
Oh, great.
That's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Beatin the House. Press releases info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Congratulations to all our winners. We only do $100,000 or more on this show, but there are plenty of other winners out there. Congratulations to everybody there, and we look forward to talking about some more big jackpots next week.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.